All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope today uh, together we will learn some more information about the religion. It's called Islam. Uh, a Muslim, he sent to me a question and said, "How come Allah always answer our questions?" And he said, "Please don't put my name in the screen." Okay. How Allah always answer our question? I mean, this was very shocking for me. I thought Allah never answer any question. A Muslim saying to me, how come Allah always answer our questions? I mean, are you serious? Like what? What is the questions Allah always answer? I'm not sure how I can work this out and how we can make this come true. Is it a fantasy? Is it a dream? Is it the Muslim wishing something to happen? So today we will examine if this is true or it is just a person he wish that his God answer anything. And let me be sure that I'm going to be in Skype. So if there is any Muslim would like to call us and join us in the topic. Here we go. We are in Skype already. Look like I have many messages in Skype. All right. All right. So our Skype is open. This is what happened to you if you are Christian Prince. You open your Skype, you get scared, like endless messages, and same as Facebook. Answering questions is something very important for us as a human being. A person, he exists as a human being when he get the answers and he asks questions. Yes, Ahmed, why you are calling, Ahmed?
I am calling you because I want to prove you that you lied the other day.
What I lied?
You lied about the salat. You said when we start the salat, we say Allahu Akbar 3 times. And this is not true.
Okay, let us make a deal. Let us make a deal. If I show you as a Muslim cleric starting the prayer by saying Allahu Akbar 3 times, are you willing to open the camera and do the monkey dance?
You can, and you, not only you, every one of your subscriber.
My friend, let us make a deal. Don't waste my time. Don't you want to get me busted?
Of course.
Okay, who is the one who started the prayer, you or the Imam?
Let me.
Who is the one who started the prayer, you or the Imam?
Let me speak.
Abdul, whilst you are speaking, you are calling me to get me busted, right? I'm giving you a chance to get me busted. If we show a video for everybody, your Imam is starting the prayer and saying Allahu Akbar 3 times, what you would do? What you will do? Are you willing? Aren't you? Abdul, listen. I have no time for kids. Either you say yes or you say no.
Because the 3 times thing is.
Don't you want to get me busted? Don't you want to get me busted, Abdul? You are a stupid idiot like all of you. Either you say yes, I challenge you, and I will do the monkey dance in the camera.
I challenge you.
Okay. Go to the previous video, you idiot. Okay. Okay, go.
The challenge is
all right.
That we the Muslims, when we start,
first of all, you are not a Muslim. You are not.
You are not,
because you do not know how your Imam start the prayer. How come?
You do.
Okay,
You
let us
don't
make
know.
the challenge. If I show you right
Challenge,
now
I
the
challenge you,
Imam,
I challenge
the Imam of
you.
Mecca, the Imam of Mecca. You know what Mecca? The Kaaba, the highest Imam for you to pray for you in Mecca. If I show you how he
There are
do,
different prayers.
Abdul,
We pray regularly 5 times.
Abdul. Listen, either you say yes or no.
Maybe
What maybe? Don't tell me maybe. Either you say yes or you say no.
regular prayer. He
Regular prayer. So this guy not regular prayer. The Imam of the Kaaba is making Allahu Akbar 3 times. Is not doing regular prayer. Abdul, let your daddy call me. Abdul, I'm going to post the link so everybody will see how stupid are you. Everybody will see how stupid are you. Huh? Should I play the sound for you? Should I play the sound? Should I play the sound?
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Abdul, do you see how many times he said Allahu Akbar? Listen. You have to do the monkey dance for me right now.
It is before Asr, Maghrib, Isha, which prayer?
Stupid idiot. Go. Let your dad call me next time, okay? What a donkey. You did learn his name. You didn't learn his name. Everything in your religion is based on number 3. Allah, Jibreel, Muhammad. Everything in your religion is based on number 3. And when you start the prayer, yes, the Imam, he called for the prayer and he say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And when your prophet, he enter a place, he say Assalamu alaikum 3 times. And even just to show you how stupid Muhammad is, even when he go to the bathroom, he told the Muslim to shake their penis 3 times. Your religion is based on number 3. Everything. I want to show you, and I don't have time for kids. Just get lost. Don't call me again. Get you busted. You fail. Not only you say it 3 times, you repeat yourself. What a potato. Let us continue. Any Muslim want to call us, either you are willing to take the challenge or not. I have no time for kids. If you call me to challenge me, you better take the challenge. Either you say I'm going to do the challenge or not. You challenge me, I prove it. We Muslims, we don't do that. Allahu Akbar. Who? You are not a Muslim. You are just a kid. You do not know what Islam is about. Not even one single Muslim from those who they are listening to me, they knew what Islam is about. And this is my challenge. Who is the one who want to call me and tell me what Islam mean? What is the name of the God of Islam? They don't know. They don't even know how to say the name of their God correctly. They do not know the real name of their prophet. They do not know what Allah mean. They do not know what, if Allah 1 word or 2 words. They know nothing. This is a cult based on nothing, have nothing, and answer nothing. And when you ask a Muslim scholar a question, he says to you, Allah knows best. Allah knows what? Allah knows best. But who is the one who knows best in Islam? Nobody. Because Allah does not exist. Have you ever heard of religion based on Allah knows best? You see, we have this guy there, Aji. He keep posting Allahu Akbar and etc. Why you don't call me? Let us laugh. Not a single Muslim can tell me what the word Allah mean. Any Muslim? Just to show you how ignorant they are. Christian, they knew what Elohim mean. They knew what Yahweh mean. They knew what Yeshua mean. They knew what we knew. Muslim do not know what Ishmael mean. They do not know what Abraham mean. They do not know what Jibreel mean. They do not know what Allah mean. They do not know anything. What kind of religion? The followers of it have no idea what those words mean. And remember, those are the whole religion is based on them. If a Muslim cannot tell me what Allah as a word mean, I mean, this is really a screwed religion. What Allah mean? They don't know. What Jibreel mean? Didn't know. What Ishmael mean? Didn't know. Didn't know. Why? Because this cult is copied from others. They don't know. They copy the names of foreign language and they use it in their cult. But what Jibril mean, nobody knows. So how we will know? You know, before we ask the Muslims, and the funny, this kid he is thinking about it for the last 2 days. When we ask the Muslims, okay, in the Quran, let's switch to Arabic as an example. Not only do they not know what the names mean, they do not know even who are they. As an example, here we go. This is the word Israel. Israel. Okay. If you ask any Muslim what Israel mean, they do not know. They have no idea. Okay, how this name end in your book? Okay, okay. Forget about you do not know what the word Israel mean. Who is Israel? They don't know. Do you believe it? Who is this guy Israel? The Quran keeps saying Israel, Israel. Look how many times. Look, all over the Quran, 41 times, 41 verses. The word Israel appear. Not even once the word Palestine appear. Do you believe it? What Israel mean? Neither Allah, neither Muhammad, neither all the Abduls in the world, they knew what Israel mean. And not only that, they do not know who is Israel. They will tell you, in order to know what Israel is, we have to go to the Bible. The Bible? I thought the Quran came to replace everything. What kind of a book you cannot understand it without going and reading other books? Any Muslim can explain to us? Who is Israel and what Israel mean? They don't know. Do you remember the guy who called me last time? He said, I said to him, okay, name for me a prophecy. The prophet he said he don't have to have a prophecy. I mean, have you ever heard of a religion like this? Name for me a prophecy your prophet said. So why you call him prophet? He said he don't have to have a prophecy. He don't have to have a prophecy, yet you call him a prophet. I mean, isn't it this is something? Look how many times the word Israel appear. Okay, who is Israel? Who is this guy Israel? I am a person who want to learn about Islam, and I want to convert to Islam so I can get 4 women. I like to go to the restaurant and hold 8 hands between my hands, and I say to all those women at once, I love you. I want to date 4 women in the same time, halal. I want to take them to my bedroom. I want to do jungle bungle. 4 women with me. Huh? Who want to explain to me if Allah cannot explain? Allah have time to tell us the ant, she said to the ant, hide, otherwise Suleiman will crush you. Like, what the heck? Who care about the ant? What I did learn from the story of the ant. Nice to meet you, ant. And by the way, who in the world wanna believe such a story? Suleiman, he went to the valley of the ants, and one of the ants, she said, and Allah is reporting the ant, the creator of the galaxies, not galaxy, not one, galaxies. He is telling us a story about the ant. She said to the ant, I mean, this is cute. This is amazing. Yeah. I cannot believe it. I mean, this is something, man. And you are telling me Allah is not a cute God? Look at this. Look at this. It's very beautiful. Till when they reach the valley of the ants, an ant explained, "Oh ants, enter your dwelling, lest Solomon and his armies crush you. What the heck? This is so much. This is so cute. I feel like I am 5 years old kid again, and my grandma is telling me a story. So Allah have time to tell us about this crap. He don't have time to tell me what Israel. And how in the world you Muslims believe in this? Suleiman, he arrived to the valley of the ants. What is that, in California? There's a valley for the ant. Like in the whole earth, there is only one place you can find ants. It's called the Valley of the Ants. Take a note, please. Guys, I am going to go actually this month, in a trip, and I promise you I will take a video of ants. If I arrive to the Valley of the Ants, I will do my best to find it. I will do my best to find the Valley of the Ants, and I will take a selfie with it. Hey brother, look, I found ants. Finally I found it. There's ants everywhere. What do you mean the Valley of the Ants? In the Philippines, I was in the 40th floor, and the ants arrived there. You believe it? In the 40th floor. I mean, they like high buildings. I think they are doing. I was thinking, why the ants going to the 40th floor? Why? I got one answer. I think those are committing suicide. They go too high and then just jump. I don't know. I could not find the answer yet. So he arrived to the Valley of the Ants, and Suleiman, he heard one of the ants, only one. I mean, there's like in the Valley of the Ants, how many billion ants they are talking, brother? Only one ant he heard. Why? If there is any Muslim, and Allah answer our questions. Can Allah answer us now? How in the world this guy, he heard only one ant? What happened to the rest? They were mute? Silence. Silence. The Prophet Suleiman is walking and only one ant is talking. I mean, makes sense. One prophet, one ant, the rest are mute. The whole universe is in mute. And this prophet, he can hear ants which they don't talk because ants are mute. Guys, it's very amazing. Suleiman or Solomon, he smiled, laughing at her speech. Look at this idiot, Suleiman. I mean, show respect, man. Show respect. Her speech? An ant is making a speech. Are you watching too much cartoon, Muhammad? You can go right now and check. You will see that ants, as every creatures in this earth, they communicate. They have a communication. Let's say they talk, yes, but not by making a speech. They do vibration, chemical. This is how they communicate, but not by making a speech, my friend. So how he heard her speech? If we go back to the story of Israel, we will find the answer, because Muhammad, when he moved to Al-Madinah, the city of Yathrib, he lived between the Jews, correct? This city, this town is full of Jews, and this is where Muhammad, he got all his dumb stories. The ants speaking to Suleiman, those are from the Legion of the Jews. You can go right now and search them in the internet. They are repeated for thousands of years. This is not something new. But the Edith Muhammad, he took it as something serious. He put it in his book as a read a story. Flying carpet of Suleiman. You know, the Jews, they made a lot of stories about Suleiman. Like Suleiman, he can do things nobody can do. You have a flying horse, flying carpet, flying mule, flying blah 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 blah. This guy, he have a jumbo mambo kingdom. So Muhammad, he lived between the Jews, and whatever the Jews they say, he like it. You know, his antenna is like, and he was writing down the information. The Gustavo. The Jews, they talk, they tell false stories, stupid stories, and Muhammad, he take it, he put it in his Quran. Everything you find in the fairy tale stories of the Jews, you find it in the Quran. And you know what? What make it more funny, that Allah, he taught Sulaiman. I mean, if you ask a Muslim how Sulaiman he learned the language of the ants, he will tell you Allah taught him, brother. Are you sure? Yes, brother. Are you very sure? Yes, brother. Are you very, very, very sure? Yes, brother. What's wrong with you, brother? I told you I'm very sure. Okay. But the Quran said that Allah, he taught Sulaiman the language of the birds. He did not teach him the language of the ants. In the same chapter, if we go, let us go down, hold on. Here we go. Let us go. Temple of Makkah, real name. Okay, no problem, my friend. What happened here? Any Muslim want to tell us how Sulaiman he spoke the language of the ants? Any Abdul? Any Muslim? I'm showing you just example in the screen about Allah. Who is a Muslim wanna call me and tell me what's happening? Who is the Muslim wanna tell us what's happening here? If you don't like this translation, we can go to different translation, you know. Allah, he taught him the language of the birds. So Allah, he taught Solomon the language of the birds, and he starts speaking and understanding the language of the ants. Is it considered in Islam that ants are birds? Is that true? It's like somebody saying, I took a class to learn the language of the donkeys, and then I start understanding the lizard. I mean, what is the connection between the ants and the language of the birds? Any Muslim can tell us? Ask no questions. Allah knows best. He learned the language of the birds. And why Allah he taught Sulaiman the language of the birds? What the point? Hey Sulaiman, can you translate this for me, please? I want to say, anyone want to debate me? I want you to translate that to the chicken. Sulaiman, please go translate. Okay, thank you, Sulaiman. Should I pay you something for the translation? The language of the birds. I mean, do you think the birds have one language? Why? They are one kind? What do you mean the language of the birds? Have you ever heard a turkey making a sound the same as a chicken? You never heard of a bird doing this? This is not like. So what do you mean the language of the birds? Obviously, they have different languages. So what do you mean he taught them the language of the birds? Obviously, the one who made the Quran, he thought that all birds speak one language. But maybe because they eat different food, brother, this is why the voice coming differently. You never heard of that dog? Walk, 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 walk. How we can say we taught them the language of the birds? Does that mean he took a class for all like dogs? I mean, can you imagine how many birds we have in the earth? I mean, how many kind of birds? All of them. He taught him the language of the birds to do what exactly? I mean, why Allah did not spend time to teach him the language of mankind? There is many human beings in this earth who speak many languages. In India alone, there's thousands of languages. So Allah have time to teach him the language of the birds? Who? Why? What he will do? He will go and preach and teach to the chicken? Guys, don't call Aji names, please. Just have mercy on this guy. Poor guy. Any Muslim want to answer us? By the way, I'm thinking to start a classroom to teach chicken language. And then after we finish the chicken language, we will start doing Turkey language class. And etc. Like, and by the way, I'm going to charge you high money. I'm sorry, because there's no other teacher can do it. I'm the only one who can do that, because Allah, he taught me the language of the birds. And I will make you sign a disclaimer. Don't tell me that you cannot understand what the chicken is saying after I teach you, because chickens are very tricky. They change their language every few months for security. The language of the chicken? Allah, he taught him the language of the chicken. Why? Allah answered our questions. Here we go. I just simple question. Why Allah taught him the language of the birds? He taught him the language of the birds, but yet he understand the language of the ants. Did Suleiman he enter the wrong classroom? He thought this is for the bird, but it was for the ants. Somebody told you that ants and birds are the same? Who is a Muslim who not call us and tell us how Allah he answer your questions? Until now, I don't see any Muslim. Like, here we go. I asked simple question. Who is Israel? By the way, my voice is not good, so forgive me if I'm not going to speak long today. My voice is kind of I think I think I ate too much chicken, or maybe I was translated too much the chicken. I don't know. And just to show you, not only Suleiman he speak the language of the birds. No. Muhammad he do. Muhammad he said, if you heard the sound of the donkey, let me get you the hadith. If you heard the sound of the donkey, seek refuge by Allah. Okay, why? Why? Let us see why. I cannot find this one here. Let us see. We should find it actually. Doesn't make sense. I hope they will not hide it, but I think I saw it here before in this website in English. All right. The Prophet Abu Hurairah reported that the messenger of Allah, may Allah bless him and grant him peace. Doesn't say that in Arabic. It says may Allah pray on him and salute him. when you hear the crowing of the cock in the night, it has seen an angel. What? What? This is a translation. How Muhammad he knew from the sound of the rooster what he saw? And if you hear the sound of the donkey at night, in the night, be careful here. Be careful, friend. Take a note, please. This is at night, not any time. Look at this here. This is even more deep and more serious. And you are telling me Muhammad isn't the prophet? You must be crazy not to believe in him. Seriously, I feel sorry for you. Who can come with this except a prophet of God? Who? No way. Read carefully with me, please. The knowledge is dropping like honey from the prophet. Jubair ibn Abdullah reported. I know Jubair, by the way, but I do not know Abdullah. Like, I suppose we know who is this guy. I mean, how in the world we will know who is Jubair? The one who wrote this hadith exists hundreds of years after those guys. How he knew who is this guy? He was there. And the Muslim will say to you, wouldn't accept your Bible is written 60 years after Jesus. What? 60 years after Jesus? Who said 60 years? It says that I can show you. Okay. Now you have somebody telling you about Jesus and about Muhammad 300 years after Muhammad, which means 900 years after Jesus. Yet they say it's Sahih. Sahih. It is Sahih, brother. It is a Sahih hadith. Read carefully. Jabir ibn Abdullah reported that the messenger of Allah, may Allah pray on him and salute him, said, when you hear the dog barking, or a donkey baying, okay, and at the night seek refuge with Allah. They see what you do not see. This is deep. This is serious now. You might be laughing, my friend. If I am you, I will not. This is a deep knowledge no one knows except a prophet of God. So look at the secrets of knowledge the prophet he is. This is wisdom. This is coming directly from God. Like hotline. Muhammad, yes, Allah. Muhammad, take this info for you. Don't share it anyone except with the Muslims and Christian friends. If you hear a dog doing that at night, seek refuge by Allah, which means by me. Why Allah? Why? Because he saw a shaitan. Oh boy. Look what the Muslim there is saying. I bet a Christian prince is not handsome and all. Look what we are talking about and look what the Muslims are busy with. This guy is thinking if I am handsome or not. I'm telling you, this religion is weird. Look what I'm showing him in the screen, and he is worried if I am handsome or not. And you are wondering why Allah he promised them boys in the heaven. The guy is talking behind the microphone. Is he handsome? Not handsome? I'm dying to know. Maybe he's handsome. Maybe he's not. And Christian prince like spending his time showing in the screen hadith after hadith, Quran after Quran, and the Muslims thinking, do you think he's handsome? Maybe he is not handsome. What if he's handsome? deep. Those people are very deeply rooted with knowledge and deep thought. Unbelievable. Let us continue. Lord have mercy. Here Muhammad is giving you his, like, you know how they make a cream from the milk, like the best of the milk, they take it off, and supposedly people, they don't want fat, in the milk, which is very, very, it's not unsmart. I don't want to say stupid, Because if you drink milk without fat, I mean, what, you are drinking water? You are hurting yourself. I mean, you are not drinking milk. Hello. Anyway, people, what you can say. So Muhammad here, he got a lot of milk, and now he want to share the best of it with you. And here we go, bingo. He grab it, he throw it at our face. If you hear the dog barking or a donkey braying in the night, seek refuge with Allah. Look, the connection between the two parts of the story. You see, this is really seriously influencing me now. I'm going to reformat my brain, because look how you connect. You see, people, they say to me, your English is funny. I mean, the prophet, he speak not only perfect English, he speak perfect Arabic, and he have the logic. If you hear a dog barking at night. So guys, if you hear the dog barking at night, it's not a thief jumping in your house to steal your money. It is the shaitan, don't worry. Oh boy. Now I know why dogs, we have them at home at night. But what I can say, I mean, this is deep. It is not the thief trying to steal your chicken and your ducks and your money, whatever you have in your farm or your house. No, it is just shaitan passing by, driving his Lamborghini. I mean, how he knew that? How the prophet knew that? This is so astonishing, so beautiful. I am speechless. I'm gonna talk. I told you I'm speechless. This is too much. And look how Muhammad connected between two animals, the dog and the donkey. Do you know why? Anyone knows why the dog and the donkey? Do you remember Muhammad? He said 3 things do interrupt the Muslim prayer: a dog and a donkey and a woman. Let it go. Deep knowledge. Muhammad, he made the women equal to dogs and donkeys. Aisha, she said to the Muslims, you made us equal to dogs and donkeys. Who, Aisha? They are not the one who said that. It's your husband. He is the one who said that. By saying you made us equal to the dogs and the donkeys, you just admitted that your husband Muhammad, he made you equal to the dogs and the donkey. Here Muhammad continue with his knowledge, which is beyond imagination. He says, they see what you do not see. Guys, don't you feel jealous from any donkey in the world now? Seriously. Muhammad just confirmed that dogs and donkeys, they see what we see not they feel. No. They see their eyes. As I know that those animals, they don't even see colors. They are colorblind. They see the whole world black and white. How they can do that? They can see what we cannot see. And what they see exactly? You might ask yourself, maybe my dog now, when a woman walking in the bikini in the beach, he see her naked. No, my friend, he's not talking about this. Maybe my dog, he can see what is inside my pocket. No, this is not what he is saying. Maybe my dog now, he can see what is inside the refrigerator. No, he's talking about something different. Your donkey and your dog can see shaitan specifically. Isn't it weird that Muhammad, he cannot see them? He cannot see shaitan. He could not recognize shaitan. But a donkey and a dog can do that? Do you remember, guys, the stories of the examination of the wahi, which means examination of the inspiration? Anyone remember it? Who remember that story? Anyone remember? Let me show you the reference. Hold on. It is search for it. I don't think I can find it in English, but I can find it in Arabic and translate. All right. Here we go. As-Sira Nabawiyya, Ibn Hisham. This is official Islamic website, islamweb.net. Volume number 1, page number 239. How Muhammad, he examined that the one he see in his room is an angel. You will not believe it. Yeah, guys, don't forget to unsubscribe to my channel if you are already subscribed, and don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed. This way we can get double blessing. Don't forget, please, we are Arab, we are very smart, and we have a very special idea, different from anyone idea, and the idea in front of you is very special. Muhammad, he sees someone in his room, in the corner of his room, but he is not sure what is that. I mean, how you can be sure now? You are a prophet of God, but you are not sure. How you can be sure? The title of this chapter, it's called Imtihanu Khadija Burhanul Wahi. The examination of Khadija of the inspiration of the Prophet. Khadija is the one who examined it? How? Khadija looked like she have a degree in inspiration examination. She is the one can tell you if this is coming from God or not. Khadija. The story in front of me, to make it simple. عن خديجة رضي الله عنها أنها قالت لرسول الله أي ابن عم أتستطيع أن تخبرني بصاحبك هذا الذي يأتيك إذا جاءك? Oh, my cousin. You know, the Arab, they call the husband my cousin. Can you tell me when your friend, the one who come to you, he come? Muhammad is reporting he sees someone coming to him, but he did not know who is this guy. He come to his room, he didn't talk. So she said to him, can you tell me when he show up again? He said yes. قال نعم. قالت فإذا جاءك فأخبرني به. So if he came, please tell me. فجاءه جبريل. So Jibreel came over, and he did the same as used to do. What he used to do, later is going to tell us. He used to sit in the corner of the room. So Jibreel come every day. He sit in the corner of the room. I mean, look at this crazy guy. An angel coming to Muhammad's room, sitting in the corner. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So the Prophet of Allah, may Allah pray on him and salute him, said to Khadija, hey Khadija, Jibreel is here. He came. قالت, let me make the writing thinner so study can read the text. Okay. She said, okay, Okay, cousin, stand up and sit in the top of my left leg, the thigh of her leg. So the Prophet stood and he sat on her. She said to him, هل تراه? Do you see him? قال نعم. He said, yes. She said, okay, change and sit in the right, on my right thigh. And she said, the Prophet moved and sit in the right thigh. And she said, do you see him? He said, yes. She said, okay, now move and sit in the top of me, in my lap. فتحول فجلس في حجري. Things is getting more exciting now. She said, so the Prophet did sit in her lap. قالت هل تراه? She said, do you see him? He said, yes. Man, still he see him. قال فتحسرت وألقت خمارها. So she started taking off her clothes, taking off her covers. And the Prophet is in the top of her, in her lap. And she said to him, do you see him? He said, no. She said, oh my cousin, stand, not stand still, which means like, you know, you are in good stand. Good news. I swear by Allah, فوالله إنه لملك وما هذا بشيطان. I swear by Allah, this is an angel and he is not a shaitan. Do you believe it? This is how Muhammad learned that this is an angel, not a shaitan, by his wife striptease and sitting in the top of her in a sexual position. You ask the Muslims why the angel he left. He said because now they will have sex, so he's shy. He decided to leave. I mean, what's wrong with you Muslims? This is how Muhammad confirmed that he is a prophet, by his wife stripping off. And why she cannot see the angel? Only Muhammad can see him. The angel in the same room, and she is in the same room. Muhammad can see the angel in the corner. Khadija, she cannot see the angel. The wife, she asked the Prophet to sit in the top of her left leg. The Prophet sat like a baby, like a chicken, like a kid. What is that? And then she asked him, where she learned this trick? Anybody can tell me where Khadija she learned this trick? Look like she married many husbands before, who they have prophecy of God, and always she do this trick. How in the world she got this trick from? How she knew that now if she take off her clothes the angel will go? And why he will go? When a Muslim he says to me, well, because the angel is shy. You Muslims will have sex non-stop in heaven. What shy? You will be all day long for eternity having nothing except sex. And here we connect this story to the story of the donkey. So how the donkey was able to recognize the shaitan, but Muhammad he needed his wife to strip for him. Does that mean the donkey is more knowledgeable? How come Mr. Donkey did not ask his wife to do the same what Khadija did to him? Here we go. The donkey he see a shaitan, but he is not sure. Let us say he's not sure, but in the case in the story in the hadith he is sure. So if the donkey now he want to be sure what he see is a shaitan or not, he's going to ask his madam to strip for him. And his wife she say, okay, let me strip for you. What the heck? I mean, this is the true prophethood, and you are telling me Muhammad is not a prophet? And to make it more funny, the title of the story is Imtihanu Khadija Burhanul Wahi. The examination, I'm translating as it is, the examination of Khadija and the proof of inspiration. How Islam is proven? By the striptease of the wife of the Prophet. And you are telling me Muhammad is not a prophet and you need to prove it? It's proven already. And to make it more funny, look what it says down at the end of the page. I don't want to miss this part. I don't want to miss this part. This part is the best. Many of you will like it, especially the nasty one. Here she said that according to some stories, قال ابن إسحاق وقد حدثت عبد الله ابن حسن عن هذا الحديث فقال قد سمعت أمي فاطمة, this is the grandson of Muhammad, supposedly the son of Fatima, saying about this hadith, and I heard that she made the Prophet enter inside her clothes, like in her, between her breast. I mean, isn't it amazing? The Prophet, he go between her boobs, and then the angel, he go. Look what it says. إني سمعتها تقول أدخلت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم بينها وبين درعها فذهب عن ذلك عند ذلك جبريل. So she entered him inside, and when she did that, Jibril, he ran away. Now who won the reference? It's in Arabic, but I cannot give it to you in English. But if you have my books, you have it already in English translated. And don't forget, by the way, that those who want to read my books, or if you have my books, don't forget to make please a review of my books, especially the last one and the rest of them. Actually, all of them, you better make a review. The German book, this is the variant number 2 for this is Quran and Science in German, and we have the new book, which is Sex and Allah, which is 2 volume number 1 and volume number 2. And I know you guys, you like it very much because it's full of information. And the rest of the books, you know, if you don't mind, if you have the books already, don't forget to make a review and tell your friends about them. And I encourage people who speak French to tell their friends about the Secret du Prophète Arabe, the French book. For this book is really translated by a fantastic translator. It's really fantastic book. So if you speak French, or you know friends who speak French, you can recommend them to read this book. And this is Quran and Science in English, which is simply completing the Deception of Allah book, because they meant to be one book actually, but the second one concentrate more in what Muslims call science, but both of them, they speak about what called science and Quran. So now until now we got no answer for anything. How Muhammad he got an answer? Muhammad now is a prophet, but yet he need an answer if this is an angel or not. How he got the answer? Was it coming from Allah? No, it was coming from the legs of Khadija. How such a thing can be? How Muslims even accept such a thing? This is how you prove that he is a prophet? This is the proof that he is happy person who is enjoying being a prophet of God. He sees somebody in the, isn't it is a very clear sign that this guy is a crazy guy? Why in the world an angel he come and he sit in the corner of the room? He have nothing to do except sitting in the room. What he's doing there? So when a Muslim he says to us that Allah answer our questions, I mean this is a madness. How Allah answer your questions? Here we go. You're a prophet. You need an answer. If this is an angel or not, what the problem? We want an answer. He's not sure. How the solution came? The solution did not come from Allah. It came from the breast of Khadija and her legs. And now I have a problem. What if the Jibril came to me? I don't have a wife. What I should do? What do you think? I mean, this is a serious problem. What if Jibril came to me? How I will know that this is Jibril, not someone else? I don't have a wife to do striptease for me. Question, Muslims. Did the wife of Musa's do the same to Musa's? I mean, how Musa's recognize that he's a prophet? How David, how Solomon, this is the same story, or all of them? This is the way to examine inspiration of God, by women doing striptease. So we go back here. Suleiman, he did not need a striptease wife to understand even the language of the ants. The poor Muhammad, he have no idea. He cannot speak his language. He cannot speak to angels. I mean, why you did not ask the angel, who are you? Why you are doing there? What are you doing there? You see, this is a clear sign that Muhammad is a crazy man. A strange man come in your room, sit in the corner. You see him, nobody see him. Shouldn't you notice right away that you are going crazy? Why an angel of God would not talk to you? What the purpose of coming here then? Sitting there doing nothing? The angel, he leave when you start having sex? What happened now? You stop having sex, the angel will come back? What a lousy angel. Who is the Muslim wanna tell me what is the point that Allah he taught his Suleiman prophet the language of the birds, but yet he understand the language of the ants? And what for? What is the point of this? And what we learn from this story? So now generation after generation they will learn this amusing story. We watch cartoon. Let me watch Sinbad. In English they call him Sinbad, right? What is this? Any Muslim can tell us what's happening here? What the point of this? So we ask the Muslims, who is Israel? Not in a single location in the Quran Allah tell us who is Israel, but he have time to tell us all those silly stories. Suleiman going through, he arrived at the valley of the ants, and not only that, just a minute after we find different new story which is more funny and more stupid. Suleiman, he check his chickens. What? He checked the chickens? No, it's the hubu. This bird can be found in the desert. Let me show you how they look like. Do you see how this bird look like? So you get an idea now. Do you see it? This is the minister of irrigation and dating in the kingdom of Suleiman. Do you believe it? And Suleiman now is a chicken on him. Like, where is the hubu? Where is the hupu? Hupu, where are you? Hupu? Where is hupu? Hupu, where he go? Suleiman, a king who have hundreds of thousands of soldiers, and by the way, the army of Suleiman, later we will see in the same story that his army contained chickens, birds, genie, humans. So you can imagine, I mean, billions. Now he found out that there is a one hupu is missing. How? I mean, this guy Suleiman must be fantastic. From all the huge number of his kingdom, he found that this bird is missing. And Suleiman right away, he started an investigation. This is a very serious stuff, guys. Imagine you are a king and you find a bird from your kingdom is missing. I mean, do you see how horrible that is? So now Suleiman, he is so upset and he decided to do something about it. What Suleiman would do? Read carefully. And he sought among the birds and said, how is it that I see not the hoopoe? Or he is among the absent? Like, what the heck? There's absent birds? How you dare? This guy, he take a list every day by the names, because they are army. I told you they are army. They are right, the soldiers, they have numbers. Yes sir, drill sergeant. What's your name? Yes sir, I'm here. So Suleiman is checking the birds and he found the hoopoe is missing. And look what Suleiman, he said. Suleiman is getting now seriously upset. You don't want to know what Suleiman can do when he get upset. I verily will punish him. Not punish him, punish him. Remember, Suleiman is a Middle Eastern like me. We don't say punish, we say punish. I verily will punish him. Like me and Suleiman and all the Arab, when we go to the grocery store, we don't seek shampoo, we look for shampoo. Do you have shampoo? And he asks you, what shampoo? You said, no, shampoo. Okay, what kind? A shampoo. It doesn't matter. So now Suleiman, he checked and he found that the bird is missing, and now he is making an oath. I swear, I verily will punish him with a hard punishment, or verily I will slay him. Look what the heck, things is getting messed up. This bird now is going to lose his life. How you do that, bird? You leave without permission? Suleiman is going to slaughter him. And you are telling me the Quran is not a serious book of God? Who is one of you who said that to me? How dare you? This is not only serious, this is the top secret information. And the Muslim, they say that all of this is written in the board of Allah. So this is not only written in the Quran. No, Allah, he have a board, protected board, if you remember, in the Quran, and he put it between the eyebrows of the angel Israfil. So between the angel Israfil, all this information written there. That Suleiman, he said, verily I will punish him, verily I will slay him. But look, we have to be honest here. Suleiman is a person of justice. He said, or he verily shall bring to me an explanation. If he have a legitimate excuse, I will let it go. I mean, do you see how nice this Jewish king? This is the first time I heard that a Muslim saying the Jewish are nice. Look like Muhammad, he forgot that this guy is a Jew. Let it go, let it go. Do we have any Muslim here have a comment? Don't forget again to subscribe or to unsubscribe if you don't like what we are saying. Why Muslims they like what I am saying? I ask myself the question. They hate me because what I am saying. Because you know, a Muslim, he listened to me first time, he would go crazy. He would be so upset. But it doesn't matter really how upset he is. sooner or later he will find out that everything I'm saying is true. I mean, I'm showing it, reading it, and nothing of my own. This is God. This is God talking. Do you really believe that God will tell us such a silly, stupid story? A guy, his name is Suleiman, checking the birds. He found the bird is missing. A guy, his name is Suleiman. He was walking. He heard an ant speech. Do you know what God mean? You know, when you Muslim, you say Allah is the one who created the universe. So now the one who created the universe, he have the time to tell me about the ant and Suleiman and this bird and Suleiman. And now what this bird is doing? Where does bird go? This bird, he fly all the way to Yemen. And he found there a queen. And this queen, she have no hair in her legs. Ew. Guys, do you know why I'm single still now, until now? Because I'm really afraid that I'm going to marry a woman, and then when we go to the bedroom, I found that she have hair in her legs. You don't want that. That is scary. A woman and she have hair in her legs, that is no. I prefer to stay single forever. And then Suleiman, he took his flying carpet with 600,000 chairs on it, and he put his kingdom ship equipment in the top of it, and he flies all the way to Yemen. Flying carpet carrying 600,000 chairs. Somebody call Airbus. Somebody call Boeing 777. Tell them what Tell them what we in the Middle East, what we did before. You see, you Western, you say you made an airplane. Look what we have. We have airplane can carry 600,000 chairs, and all the camels and the donkeys and the horses and the goats and the birds and the chickens in the top of it. When you can do that. If there's somebody asking me, do you want a bald lady? My friend, I'm talking about hair in her legs. What bald? You misunderstood me. I'm not talking about hair. The bird, he went to find a woman, she have no hair in her legs, not bald. Come on. And you are telling me Islam is not from God? Who can come with this except God? What's wrong with you? $600,000 chairs sitting in the top of a flying carpet. How the flying carpet fly? Anyone knows how the flying carpet work? I mean the technique. Who of you here is an engineer? Airline engineer? Anyone? The only engineer here? In this chapter here, the same chapter, chapter 21, verse number 81, it says that Allah, he gave the command to Suleiman to command the wind. See, the Muslim tried in their translation to that to make it not clear, but this is Yusuf Ali Shakir. And we made Suleiman the wind blowing violent, pursuing its course by his command to the land which we blessed, and we are knower of all things. Look, this guy, Allah, he keeps saying he knows everything. How Allah he proved to us that he knows everything and he have answer? Because if you don't, how he knew this? How he knew that Sulaiman is controlling the wind and the wind carry his flying carpet? So what Sulaiman does, he jump with his army in the carpet, and then he ordered the carpet, the wind, to go underneath the carpet, and then the carpet fly, and then he ordered the wind to go in certain direction, and the direction of the carpet, by the way, by noon time is a travel of a 1 month. Yes, 1 month. What, you don't believe me? Why people don't believe me? I mean, what is in this story is not believable. What's wrong with you? Nothing. All this story is very practical, very truthful, and make a lot of sense. Let us see if we can find the interpretation for this verse, so the Muslim will not say I'm making things up. You know them. You know them, my friend. You know them. Okay, let's go. Let us see here first. This is a Jalalain, Tafsir a Jalalain. Tafsir, for those who do not know, mean interpretation. And we disposed for Sulaiman the wind to blow strongly. In another verse, it's described as being rocking, to blow softly. In other words, it is either blowing violently or gently. I mean, look at the interpretation, how nice. Either violently or gently, you take it. According to what Solomon wanted. You see, like, sometimes you push the gas, like the car go crazy. Sometimes you go drive softly. I mean, it depend what Sulaiman want. Makes sense. Making its way at his command to land which he blessed, namely Syria. What? But this guy, he went to the king of Yemen, queen of Yemen. What Syria? He's going to Syria? Are you sure? Let us go and see the interpretation of Ibn Kathir. You see how fair we are? We don't give interpretation to Islam as we wish. We go and see what the Muslim says. Well, whatever the Muslim says must be true, I mean, that's what they believe, what we can say. Who knows better than what the Muslims? I mean, the scholar, this is a scholar. So this is Ibn Kathir. Let us zoom in. The book of Ibn Kathir. Let us see. Where he speak about the flying carpet. Here we go. And we subjugated the mountains and the birds. This is the hold on. Here we go. And to Sulaiman we subjugated the wind strongly ragging. Means we subjugated the wings, the strong wind to Sulaiman, running by his command. So Sulaiman, guys, if Sulaiman was here now, we will not ever have a tornado or a hurricane. Just make him move to Florida and you are fine. I mean, as you see, the wind is just by his command. The wind come, he push it away. I mean, what do you want more? So running by his command toward the land which we had blessed, meaning the land of Asham, the greater Syria. and of everything we know. Okay, he had, now let us see how he fly. You see, until now we did not talk about how really he fly. How he fly. He had a mat made of wood on which he would place all the equipment of his kingship. All, I mean, are you sure? All. I mean, guys, can you imagine how small this mat? Don't be honest. Don't you want to have one? Don't you wish you can have one? Don't you? Imagine if Trump now he decide to place all his war equipment and his kingship on a flying carpet. That's really amazing. So beautiful. And Trump, he sit in the top of it and his funny hair fly in the wind, and he is in the front because he's the king of the country. What we can do? He's in the front. He will sit with Melania Trump in the front. And Trump is going to tweet in his Twitter where we are flying. Isn't it beautiful to be flying as an American? And he will change his slang and he will say, "Make America fly again." If that's deep. Make America fly again. Who can beat that? Who? Nobody. Make America fly again. Oof. I have copyright over this, by the way. And you are telling me Islam is not a true religion? What's wrong with you? Obviously, all of you, you have mental problem. It's obvious. It's obvious. It's in the front of you. Isn't it obvious? How in the world you can reject the truth of Allah? And you go to YouTube, you find endless videos about science in the Quran. If. And even some Muslims, they say, by Allah saying this, he predicted the airplane and the airspace. I feel like I'm converting. Guys, be honest, be honest, be honest. Do you enjoy listening to me or not? Be honest. Can you find better entertainment than this? I don't know what to say. It's sad, but it's funny. What we can do? I mean, it's sad that there is a billions of a human being they believe in this garbage. I mean, how in the world you can believe in this? What, you lost your mind, you people? What are you eating? Huh? What are you eating in specific? What are you smoking? Hashish? Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me tell you this: a break, commercial break. Once I was in a church. The priest he came to me. He said, "Can I ask you for a favor?" I said, "Yeah, sure." He said, "You know, during the service, we have a lady. She stay with the kids in their like a nursing room, you know, and she did not show up today, and I don't know who can do it. Can you stay with them?" I said, "Okay," you know. So they took me to the children room, and those children, and he warned me. He warned me. He said, "They will drive you crazy, huh? I'm telling you, they will drive you crazy. They are kids." I said, I know what kids is about." So I went there, and then the service is over, and everybody came out of the church to come and get their kids. They came and they thought the room is empty because there's no sound, like there is no screaming, there's no jumping. And they enter upon the room, and all the kids are sitting and their mouth is open, like, you know. And I was telling them a story. And then he said, "Okay, kids, let us go." And the kids, for the first time ever, usually they want to just go. They are bored. They said, no, no, mom, no, dad, no, 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 we will not go. You know, like what happened? What happened? They don't want to go. Everybody like, what happened? Those kids usually they are doing the opposite. So I made the family stay until we finish the story, you know, and they don't want even their parents to sit and listen. They told them, no, leave, close the door, close the door. So we finished the story, and then the priest, he asked me, how you can do that? I said, I always do it, trust me. You know, kids are very, very beautiful, but always you have to adjust your level of language from speaking to an adult to a child. Don't, when you see a child, don't ask him how's your school. I mean, what are you talking about? He hates school. So you have to be a kid with them. You have to be a child like them. Anyway, you know, life is full of let us say knowledge, and some of us, they have it but they ignore it. They put it in the dark, like a dark corner in their dark room in their brain. They don't want even to use it. Knowledge is always around us. All what we need to do is to use it. And this is the story with the Muslims. The Muslims, they are plain blind. You give them the knowledge and they like it inside the dark room because this knowledge is scary for them. They don't want to see it. They don't want to know it, but they knew it's there. A Muslim is listening to me right now. Can he deny anything I said to be false? Can he deny that this is not what is written in your books? Can he say Christian Prince is lying to you? He cannot. And this is what is painful. Do you see the kid who called me in the beginning of the program today? He said, I found that you are lying. So I am preaching about Islam, getting Islam busted for many years, and now he found one lie according to him. So he's excited. And then he found that he is the one is stupid, not me. They are watching. They knew everything I'm saying is true. It's in the front of you. Human beings sometimes can be the most scary creature, because the second you decide to ignore the truth, you are going to turn to something evil. You see, because there's two sides of life, either the truth or evil. There's no so-so. There's no gray area. Either you are with God or you are not with him. There's no so-so. You cannot say I am with Satan and with God. You know, once I remember a Muslim, he said to me, well, we Muslims, we believe in Musa's, and we believe in Isa, and we believe in Muhammad. So if Muhammad is not true, we believe in still in Isa and Musa's, and we are saved. If Isa is not true, well, we believe in Musa's, and we are saved. Look at the mentality. Look how he fooled himself. So what about we say, okay, I'm going to believe too in Buddha, and I believe in the Hindu, and I believe in everything, and then so whatever if them is true, I'm saved. See the mentality? They are just fooling themselves. This is what is in your religion. God, he gave a prophet a mat, and this mat can fit for 600,000 chairs. And by the way, the one who might say, where we can find me the 600 chairs, call me, challenge me as a Muslim, and I will show it to you. 600,000 chairs. This is not the only space. This is only for those who will sit. Because remember, there's genie, there's a chicken, there's birds, there's horses, there's donkeys. So you can imagine how big this flying carpet is. And then the story continues. So he command, look guys, look, it says his kingship, horses, camels, tent and troops. We have tents. We have tents in the top of the flying carpet. Do you see it? What we have in the top of the flying carpet at tents? Yeah, because the army will sleep there, my friend. The whole country is moving. Make America fly again. In the case of the American, they will take their mobile houses. You know, American, they have many of them, they have mobile houses. So what Trump will do in this case, Trump, he will tell them to carry their mobile houses and put it in the top of the flying mate and make America fly again. That's astonishing. And you don't want to believe. What's wrong with you? So we put there the tents and the troops. Oh boy, how many troops he have? Give me a number, Muslims. According to some Muslim report that the troops of Suleiman is by millions. All his troops is in the top of the flying carpet. Then look guys, look at the logic. You see, he don't fly just to fly. No, he put everything first. Look here, there's some intelligence in the story. He placed all the equipment. I mean, can you imagine how much equipment we have talking about? Equipment of the old days of war. And because, you know, army need to cook and eat and etc. So everything, food, you name it. I don't know what to say. I wish I am good in drawing so I can draw this. By the way, today after I finish, I'm going to order a laptop so I can take it with me in my trip, so we can make videos for you when we are away. All right, and I hope people will help us and support us in buying the new laptop. I was thinking about buying a flying carpet. Shall I do it? Flying carpet. And guys, I turn my YouTube while I'm flying, and we share with you live streaming. And you can imagine the internet of Allah, how powerful it is. Yeah, I'm going to buy a laptop which is capable of can handle, you know, broadcast, because when you do all those things, if you see how many windows I have, and I have those programs, they are very, very heavy. So I cannot just buy a laptop, normal one. It have to be heavy duty, and they are costly. Anyway, yeah, you can ride with me, my friend. You can ride with me for sure, but just be careful. I prefer people who have lice to sit next to me, because we are coming from the same place, the lice club. The Prophet, he said that Allah, he examined his prophets by lice. So I like to sit with the highest people, because look, like according to Muhammad, the more lice you have, the more you are close to God, to Allah. So you have to be, you know, you need to be a lice person, so you can sit next to me. You know, you have lice, I have lice. That's really nice, you know. And we take selfie, and the lice is walking our shoulder, from my shoulder to your shoulder. I mean, can you believe how beautiful it is? Like we are brothers and sisters by lies, because the lies will suck your blood and my blood now. So our blood is mixed. The Muslim, they believe in something very funny. They believe that you can be a brother of someone or sister, like let's say, if your mother she did the breastfeeding for someone, that person is your brother or your sister. Have you ever heard? I mean, Islam forbid adoption. Islam forbid adoption, and now you are telling me if I drink the milk of a woman, I became a brother of her son? What? Are you sure? And this is only if you are a child, by the way. So if I suckle, if I drink the, by the way, this is about suckling, not just the drinking. No, it have to be suckling. So if I suckle from the cow, I will be a brother to her baby. Oh boy. This is why Muhammad, if you remember, when a Muslim woman, she came and she complained about a guy, he is looking at her, you know, at her shish kebab. So she said to him that my husband, he don't like that. This guy is looking at me in a dirty way. So the Prophet, he said, well, suckle him. She said, what? How am I going to suckle him and he is a growing man? What do you mean how? Just suckle him. The Prophet said suckle him, you suckle him. You see the story? How I'm going to suckle him and he is a growing man? This is the only religion have such a wisdom. The woman, she is worried that her husband is not happy because of this guy, he is a stranger in the house. And now the Prophet, he come with the solution. He said to her, after she complained, whereupon Allah apostle said, suckle him. She said, how I can suckle him and he is a growing man? I mean, what's wrong with you? This woman, she did not watch porn? Hello? What do you mean how you suckle him? Are you playing dumb? And the Prophet said, I know he is a growing man. By the way, here in English it said young man. It doesn't say young man. It says I know that he is a rajulun, you know, he's a man. I know. Too bad I don't have Muslim neighbors, so their women will suckle me, so I can get in and nobody will be bothering me. This is the logic. So now if your wife, she suckled this man, it's okay for him to be at home with you? Are you sure? Well, I'm sure many men, they would like that idea, especially if your wife is beautiful. Anybody can tell me what is the wisdom behind this? And she will suckle him what exactly? Do you think the woman, she has a goat, there's no milk, so what, he will suck her nipples? I mean, so beautiful. Islam, very open-minded religion. You know, by the way, about open-minded, this is when people, they speak about open-minded, this is the most stupid statement for those who say it. You know what open-minded mean? It's mean you are stupid. Open-minded is mean that whatever people they say, you accept. So what if somebody want to sleep with your wife? Yeah, I'm open-minded. What if somebody want to sleep in your house with your no permission of you? I'm open-minded. Huh? What open-minded mean? You know, this is something that people, they copy these days, you know, like open-minded. So supposedly if you are open-minded, you are a nice person. You are an idiot if you are what you call yourself open-minded. Why you are angry from Trump? Be open-minded. Huh? Hypocrisy, stupidity. People, they copy paste, they don't know what they are copying and what they are pasting. Open-minded. I don't want to be open-minded. That's not open-minded. This is your mind in the floor. Anyway, so my friend, be open-minded like the Prophet, because obviously the Prophet is very, very open-minded. He is asking a woman to give her beautiful breast, amazing breast, to a strange growing man. And you are telling me that, and the funny Muhammad, he ordered them to cover themselves by the burqa, but yet they can get their breast go by itself. So now I cannot see her face, I cannot shake her hands, but I can hold her breast and suck at it. I mean, this is amazing, so beautiful. We cannot shake hands with Muslim women, but we can suckle their breast. What do you want more? I'm sure many of you right now will decide to move to the Middle East. Do you want my citizenship? I left it behind. I don't want it no more. I have a neighbor. Each time I talk to him, he says to me, like, in your country. I said to him, listen, idiot, don't say to me that again. I said, why? He said, well, this is my country. I'm an American. Well, you keep saying to me, your country, your country. I serve in the U.S. Army. Did you? He said, no. So see, this is my country, not yours. I love this country. You can, because I have an accent in your country. You know, some people, they are weird. What country? The only thing I miss about my country is suckling, as you see. I mean, look at this, so beautiful. We don't have this here. Oh. I was, you know, I thought a few years ago to do a drive-through suckling restaurant in Las Vegas. But sadly, I don't have enough money to open this business. So imagine this. In Las Vegas, we bring women who do breast suckling halal. Halal. Halal by Allah. Everything is according to the book, according to the hadith. And then we have 2 holes in the walls, and women, they put their boobs and drive it through, and people pay money. Imagine how much money they will make. And it's halal. Halal, legally halal. But sadly, I don't have the money. I mean, what you can do, I get the idea. I should not share this idea with you. What if somebody of you is rich now? He would do it. Well, my friend, if you want to invest, go and make a donation so we can buy a laptop. Otherwise, I have to stop making videos when I am abroad. I'm leaving in a few days. So if you want to invest, if you want us to do a live broadcast, go and invest. Let us see your investment, how strong it is. Oh, buddy. Any Abdul? I mean, this religion, flying carpet, flying boobs. I mean, everything is flying. Ideas, flying thoughts. You see Muhammad speaking about chicken. The second verse is speaking about something else. If you go in the Quran, you will not find one verse in the Quran connected with the one before it. They have nothing to do with each other. By the way, when you attend my channel, you have to sign a disclaimer. If you die from laughing, it's not my problem. I'm not responsible, okay? Hello, don't sue me. Yeah, because then in the news they will say an Arab guy, an Arabic Christian, he killed 10 Americans from laughing. They will make me, here we go, he's an Arab ready. I am a terrorist for sure because I'm an Arab. When I go in the airplane, you know, always I have the advantage. I used before to ask for the window. Never again. Always I am next to the window. How it happened, I don't know. They check in their computer, oh, this guy originally from the Middle East. Put him in the corner so he cannot move. And always I got a window. Never ask for window again. It is my privilege. In any airline, anywhere, it doesn't matter where you go. You go to China, it doesn't matter. I will have always a window seat. Unbelievable. Hey guys, how I can contact CP? My friend, we have you can contact me Why you want to contact me? If you want to make a donation, then you contact me. Yeah, I am the same as Muhammad. Muhammad in the Quran says, hey brothers, if you want to contact the Prophet for a private consultation, you have to pay him first. So are you trying to contact me for free? Are you serious? I mean, come on. You remember the verse? Have you ever heard of a prophet? He will not talk to you unless you pay him first. No money, no honey. Read carefully with me. Chapter 58, verse number 12. Ye who believe, when you consult ye with the messenger in private, spend something in a charity. What charity? What charity? Spend something in charity. Before your private consultation. Where is this guy, Pen? Where is he? Where are you, man? You want to talk to me before you spend something in the private conversation? Are you kidding me? That's not even fair. Until now, not a single Muslim gave us a call. How much to talk to me? You have to give me 7 ajwa. 7 ajwa is a solution, because I'm afraid that I'm being poisoned. Do we have any Muslim would like to say anything? Any Muslim have a comment? Yeah, and remember, I'm not making fun of the Muslims. I'm making fun of this God. This is stupid God and this false prophet. Obviously, don't you see? Don't you see that he is taking advantage of them? He make verses about women. They want to give themselves. The nation is not only money he want women too. Imagine he made verses saying any Muslim woman can give herself for sex to sleep with him. I mean, what? How in the world you can accept that? Abdul. And the Quran speak about Paul. You remember Paul? The Muslims, they keep attacking Paul, right? But the Muslims, because they are ignorant, they do not know that Paul is mentioned as a part of a story in the Quran. And the Quran said about Paul and the apostle of Jesus, that Paul and Simon Peter, which is named in Arabic. In Arabic, they name Paul as Paulos. This is the Muslim way of naming, not Paulos. They use the Sa. So if you go in the Quran, you will see the story here is speaking about the messengers of the Messiah, chapter 36, verse number 21. And this verse says that you should follow those who ask you no wages. In Arabic, actually, it is not reward, it's wages. Let's see different translation. Other than they have fast translation. This guy, he translated as fees. I mean, I don't know, the translation is very funny when Muslim translate. Anyway, so the Quran says, follow those who ask of you no wages, speaking about the apostles of Christ. So how Muhammad is asking for wages? Why you need to give? Let us say for the sake of argument that the Muslim, they will say to you, this is a charity. This is not a charity. This is a charity to the Prophet. This is money to the Prophet. You see, if people, they are going to help voluntarily, That's wonderful. But you say to them, before you meet with me, you need to give it charity. This is not charity no more. This is wages. Is that correct? If I say, if you want to attend this meeting right now with me, I'm going to make live broadcast only for those who make a donation. That is not a public service for free no more. Do we agree? Do we agree? If you are making it only for those who provide money, that's mean you are doing private service. And the Quran here confirm that the apostles of Jesus, they ask for no wages. So why Muhammad asking for wages? This is the madness of this religion. He's using them, abusing them, taking their money. If you remember the story of let us see, when Muhammad he saw a bunch of women, how Muhammad he will make them pay him money, give him money. Let me show you the tactic Muhammad he used. Let me see. Read, guys, read carefully with me. Look at the tactic, how to make people give you money. Learn from Muhammad. I attended the prayer with the Messenger of Allah on the day of Eid, which means the holiday. He started with his prayer before the khutbah, which means a speech, with no adhan and no etc. He's suddenly he don't want to go and do a regular. He have something to important to finish, because now he is going to ask for money. Let us see what he said. Then he moved away and went to the women. Muhammad now came to the women, and Bilal was with him. He commanded them. He commanded the women to do what? To fear Allah, and exhorted them and reminded them. He praised and glorified Allah. Then he urged them to obey Allah. Then he said, give it charity. Give it charity, for most of you are the fuel of hell. Why you need to give charity, guys? Why you need to give charity? Are you listening, guys, with me? Give it charity because most of you are the fuel of hell. So why now those women they will give it charity? Because Muhammad he told them you are the fuel of hell. So in order to make them pay, he scared the hell of them. So if you don't want to go to hell, well, give me the charity. And look what happened. Give it charity, for most of you are the fuel of hell. A lowly woman with dark cheeks said, why? Why, O Messenger of Allah? Like, why we will go to hell? And why we will have to pay charity? He said, you complain a great deal and are ungrateful to your husbands. They started taking off their necklace, earring, and rings and throw them into Bilal garment and giving them in a charity. Do you see it? Guys, do you see it? Okay, let me practice this. Ladies who listening to me, we have 250 40 people listening. I'm assuming like 120 maybe between them are ladies. Let us make some money. Ladies, give it charity, for most of you will go to hell. Give it charity, or you will be burned. I don't think this is convincing. Let me make it different. Ladies, if you don't give a charity right now, I will make you gain weight. That is scary. And I will make your lips look really bad. That's really scary. And I will make you lose your hair. Oh man. And what else? What women they fear? What? Okay. I will make you lose your lipstick, and you will never find it again. And not only that, I will break your front camera, mirror in the car, which mean you cannot do makeup when you are driving. So you better give me charity immediately. What? This is a prophet of God. This is a prophet of God. And why women they have to give a charity and they are the fuel of hellfire? All those women, they are ungrateful to their husband, all of them, not even a single one. Muhammad is speaking to all the women. You see, the mosque is separated now. The groups of there's women and there's men. Muhammad, he came to the women, all of them. All of you, you are the fuel of hellfire, or most of you. Why most of them? This is how you can make money. And they start the poor women. So now what? A Muslim, tell me. So now this woman who gave her necklace, she will not go to hell? Is that what you are saying to me? If I pay God, I bribe him? Who is the one being bribed now? Those women now, they will not go to hell? Is that your logic? Because they give Muhammad their rings and their necklace? Hello? Hello? It's me you're looking for. You better give your necklace. Now you better do it. La 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 la. I'm a prophet. I am the prophet of God, and I can save you if you give me your necklace and your ring. Yeah, the ring there. No, don't give me the cheap one. The diamond one. Yeah, in the drawer. Like, no, open the drawer. Open. Don't tell me you don't have one. Every one of you have one. Open the drawer and get the diamond one. Don't give me the one you get it from Walmart for $5. You cannot fool God. I here represent God. Allah, he sent me to collect it. Why Allah he need the necklace and the rings and the earrings? And how in the world, if we give the prophet our earrings and rings, that will save us from hellfire? This is prophet of God? And hold on, a Muslim saying to me, this is weak hadith. Are you sure? Are you sure? It's weak? No. It says here, Sahih. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hadith number Sunan An-Nisa'i 1575. Sahih. 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 You know, Muslims, they like echo, by the way. So if you want to convince them that this is a Sahih hadith, you don't say it this way. You have to say like this: the prophet said that this is a Sahih hadith. You have to listen to it. Brother and sisters, you have to give your rings and you have to give your earring. And charity for the prophet. This is the only way to stop yourself from going to hellfire. Until now, I did not receive any ring. What's wrong with you? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Bilal is waiting. Where is the rings? Where is the earring? Unbelievable, unbelievable. How come Jesus did not ask women to give their earring? How come Paul, how come Peter, how come all the apostle of Jesus did not ask people to give them money? You see, people, they can give. Let us say we are brothers and sisters and we say we are in need. Okay, donate for us. Yeah, people, a woman, she gave her earring. But here Muhammad is making them give as a bribe. It's not as a donation. This is not a donation. It's not a woman coming and they discuss together like we need to, let us say we need to buy something, we need to build a church, or we need to build a mosque, or we need to feed the hungry. No. You need to pay, otherwise you are going to hell. It was a solution to stop yourself from going to hell. How you can bribe God? So now if I am a child molester and I give Muhammad a ring, I will not go to hell? Is that the way to save yourself from hell? Obviously it is. And look guys, Mr. Bilal is ready. The slave of Muhammad is ready with his garment. He opened the garment, which means, look, Muhammad looked like to do that always. So he opened the garment in the floor and everybody started throwing their rings and their etc. And by the way, the prophet is not into those things. We have to mention, we have to be honest. It's proven that the prophet, he don't care for rings. Usually the prophet, he care for underwear. I'm surprised that these days he is thinking about rings and necklace. Because if you remember in the Quran, Muhammad was accused by the Muslims that he stole clothing. وما كان لنبي أن يغل ومن يغلل يأتي بما غل يوم القيامة. What does that mean? It's not for a prophet to be a thief. But why this verse is about what? The Muslims accuse Muhammad that he stole a piece of clothes, a red velvet of clothes. Chapter 3 verse 161. Have you ever heard of apostles of a prophet accusing their prophet of being a thief, stealing clothes? Actually, they are thieves, all of them, because the clothes they are talking about is what they stole from the previous attack. So the thieves now, they are fighting over what they stole, which means it's a theft anyway. What is missing is stolen already. Read with me carefully. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. When some red velvet cloth went missing in the day of Badr, and some people began to say, perhaps the prophet took it, stole it, not took it, you know. So Muhammad now, he want to defend himself that he is not the one who took it. So he received a verse as usual from Allah, and the verse saying the prophet will not do that. But the funny, Allah never said who did that. I mean, what Allah will lose if he send a verse says who is the one who took the underwear? Until now, this verse in the Quran and the underwear is missing. Even the Pink Panther could not find it. We watched Pink Panther 1, Pink Panther 2, Pink Panther 3, Pink Panther 4. You will watch all of them, and you will not find who is the one who took the underwear, because Allah is all-knowing. If Allah is all-knowing, why he don't send the verse? He say, hey guys, the one who took it is not Muhammad, this is the guy who took it. Can't he do that? But obviously it is Muhammad who took it. Otherwise, Allah will tell them, if Allah is true God, He will tell them, oh, it's not Muhammad, it's Christian Prince. Go to his house, check it out. You will find it there under the pillow. God is making a verse to defend His prophet from a theft of an underwear. I mean, have you ever heard of a religion like this? Look at the quality. Imagine, guys, God forgive me for saying that, but just to make people understand. Imagine if the apostle of Jesus accused Jesus that he took an underwear. Imagine if this is written in your gospel. Just imagine how mad it is. This is in the Quran. I don't know. If I am you, I will convert to Islam immediately before it's too late. As you see, there's many things there are very good, and you cannot resist this high ethical prophet. Nobody can beat. Nobody can be even close to him. He's the best. He's the best of the best. All right. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. Tomorrow I will not do a live podcast. I will give you a break. Actually, my voice is tired. You can tell, right? I think I'm not feeling good. I need the breastfeeding. I think the prophet, you know, the prophet, when he says something, he do it for the benefit of everybody. I mean, the prophet, he knew. How he knew? It's amazing. I think breastfeeding will do something. You know, how I can suckle him and he is a growing man. I mean, come on. You will not know the benefit of this until you practice it. Did you practice it? How you can complain about something you did not practice yet? Right? Yeah. Anyway, guys, for those who like to help us in my coming trip, don't forget, please, to help in the trip, and you know how you can do it, right? If you like to make a donation, if you help us to buy the new computer, because I'm planning to do live broadcast when I am abroad. If not, then I have to just register, like record using whatever I can find, and or the old laptop I have, and post in YouTube. So I hope people will help, so we can go live when we are abroad. And until I see you, not tomorrow, the day after, I hope, if everything is fine, I say to you, thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. And I mean no insult to anyone except to the devil and his scam. The devil is my enemy. It's not the Muslims. The devil is my enemy. You Muslims, we are here to help you. We are not fighting you. You hate me, you don't hate me, I don't care. But this is my mission, and my mission is not about hate. We love everybody as the Messiah He ordered us to be. Love your enemy, bless those who curse you. So you curse me, I'm not going to curse you back. I might get angry from your stupidity sometime. I might be upset for you are not getting it or playing dumb, but still I feel sorry for you. I'm not feeling sorry for me being a Christian. I'm so happy to be Christian. Go and sit by yourself with yourself and compare between any page of the teaching of Christ, any speech Christ He said, and any speech your prophet He said, and you will see how silly your prophet is, and how down he is, and how far he is from even to be in a level to be even a good man, a little ethical man. This is a man who have no ethic. So how dare you to follow him? Your prophet, if he applied to work in the post office, he will be rejected. He went to his own son's wife when she is alone, and he flirted with her when the husband was not there. Your prophet is not even qualified to be a friend to you, to enter your house when you are not there. Otherwise, he will flirt with your wife. The one who flirts with his own son's wife, he will do that. And then later he forced his son to leave the women, and he slept with the women. This is who is your prophet. We are the Christians. We declare that there is no better name than his name in the top of this earth and in the heaven. His name is the Messiah. He commit no sin, and sin have nothing to do with him. He overcome death. He is the life and the resurrection. He is the Alpha and the Omega, and he is the only one who can save you. not a Christian prince, no prophet, no priest, no bishop. There's one name in this world. His name is the glory. His name is amazing. And even the Quran used the word Messiah. Go and search, see yourself what the word Messiah mean, and you will see the Quran just admitting that he is the savior. For this is what the Messiah is going to do. His name is Yeshua. Go and search what Yeshua mean. His name is Emmanuel. God is with us. That is my Lord. And in your book, the Messiah is the living God. Everybody is dead except the Messiah. Ask yourself why. Why the Messiah, the only one who have no father, but yet he is born? Why he is the only one who have no sin? Why he is the only one Shaitan could not touch him, as Muhammad said? Why he is the only one who can resurrect people from death? Why he is the only one who can do miracles nobody can imagine? And why he is the only one right now is alive? Why? A question. We know the answer for it. Follow with us so you can learn more. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And thank you very much for watching. To learn more, don't forget to search for my books in Amazon. Search for Christian Prince, and you will find the list of my books in many languages. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And see you soon again. Bye-bye.